Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Today, we're going to take a close look at the indispensable role of human editorial skills, especially in an era that's becoming more and more dominated by artificial intelligence. This quote from Alora Weaver really hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures the core issue we're facing. While AI has this incredible potential for creating content, this analogy highlights a pretty critical risk, one that often gets overlooked, and that really frames the whole conversation we're about to have. So let's dive into what many are calling the AI content paradox. On one hand, you've got the promise of incredible efficiency, the ability to generate content at a massive scale. But on the other hand, it comes with some serious perils to accuracy and even your brand's reputation if it's just left unchecked. And this isn't just some theoretical problem. The CNET case is a very stark, real-world example of this. When a major tech news site like CNET found significant errors in more than half of its first AI-written articles, it was a huge blow to their credibility. This case just clearly demonstrates the high stakes involved when you deploy AI without that rigorous human oversight. This, of course, leads us to the big question for our analysis today. In a world where machines can write, what exactly is the role of the human editor, and why have their skills suddenly become more valuable than ever? Let's break it down. Well, the answer really lies in the areas where algorithms just can't keep up. There's what we can call an irreplaceable human skill set. It involves nuance, critical judgment, strategic thinking, things that AI, at least for now, just can't replicate. We can really break down an editor's role into these core functions you see here. We're talking about everything from fact-checking and quality assurance all the way to SEO strategy and tailoring content for a specific audience. These aren't just simple proofreading tasks. They're the strategic pillars of any piece of quality content. First and foremost, fact-checking is absolutely non-negotiable. AI models are known to hallucinate. They can present false information with complete conviction. The human editor acts as that crucial last line of defense, verifying claims and protecting against serious legal and ethical issues like copyright infringement or just plain misrepresentation. And beyond just the facts, an editor's role extends to protecting something even more fundamental: the integrity of the brand itself. This is all about maintaining the trust and the authenticity that you've worked so hard to build with your audience. This slide really lays it out clearly. On its own, AI-generated text can be, well, generic. It often fails to capture that specific personality, those nuanced messages that define a brand. A skilled human editor, however, ensures that every single piece of content perfectly reflects the brand's values and connects authentically with its audience. And if you need a hard number, look at this. A study from USC found that nearly 40% of the so-called facts generated by some AI systems actually contained bias or skewed information. A statistic like that really underscores the immense responsibility that falls on human editors to ensure objectivity. Okay, so we've established the why editors are so important. Now let's pivot to the how. How can your organization create a truly effective, collaborative workflow that gets the best of both AI and human intelligence? Here's a practical 6-step framework to think about. The goal here isn't to fight against AI, but to integrate it intelligently into your process. This means using AI tools to streamline things, creating clear guides, checking for bias, and of course, adding that essential human element at the end. Let's just focus on step 2 for a moment because it's foundational. A brand style guide is your team's North Star. And in the age of AI, it needs to be updated. It has to include clear protocols on how and when to use AI, define the tone and voice, and specify when manual, human editing is absolutely required. Now, let's jump to step 5, adding that human touch. In a world that's about to be flooded with AI content, genuine human creativity becomes the ultimate differentiator. For B2B content, maybe this means adding a proprietary case study. For a B2C audience, it could be a relatable customer story. It's all about adding those layers of context and personality that an algorithm just can't invent. So ultimately, this brings us to a vision of the future that isn't about humans versus machines. It's about synergy. The real goal here is to achieve a new level of content excellence by combining the raw power of AI with the nuanced skill of a human editor. This side-by-side comparison really summarizes the whole argument. AI by itself can be robotic, generic, and prone to errors. But when you pair it with a human editor, the output becomes engaging, accurate, on-brand, and strategically aligned. It's a clear case where 1 plus 1 really does equal 3. Let's be perfectly clear about this. Contrary to some of the early hype, the need for skilled human editors hasn't gone away. If anything, it has intensified. Their role in maintaining quality, correcting for bias, and just ensuring basic accuracy remains absolutely indispensable in this new landscape. So we'll leave you with this question to think about for your own teams and your own work. As you begin to integrate AI, how will you make sure you're also elevating and empowering human insight to achieve true content excellence? Thank you for watching this AI for Career Success overview. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you found this valuable, please use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee. Be sure to subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel, and remember to like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.